Why do you think we have a skull? There is something important inside of here. It helps you to think. What is it?
Matt.
Your brain. And I'm sure you guys already hit your head. Did anyone ever hit their head before? I hit my head many times. Now,
No wonder you're so smart.
many times, yeah. But if I did not have a skull and I hit my brain, I would probably die or get brain damage.
But what is concussion? What is concussion?
And concussion is like usually you'll forget about you might forget for a while, but it can last for a long time too. Now, the bone helps protect organ, and this one is the rib cage. It will protect the organs inside of here, like your heart, your lungs.
Okay, can
And
you
this
say
is
the word again? Rib cage.
Rib cage.
Yeah, rib cage. Where is the rib cage? Where? Here, the chest, right? Your chest, that's a rib cage. Rib cage.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yeah, rib cage. Good job.
now, can anyone think of it? Take a look at this. You can look at the skeleton, and can anyone think of it? Where is the longest bone in the human body? Where? The back. Actually, it's made up of like different pieces, but it's not the backbone. Yes, very good. The leg.
Oh,
and this
Zia,
part is
good
called
job.
a femur.
Oh, is you? Okay, Matt, high five. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is called a femur.
Femur.
Femur is the longest bone. Yeah, very good.
Good, nice.
Alright, so does anybody know what is this? Is that your stomach? Yeah, very good. It's your heart. Now, where is the heart? Is it, what part of your chest is your heart? Is it right or left?
Right.
What is it, right or left? Right. Heart. Right or left? Right. 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 Many people say right, but I'm not sure why they say it's right. But it's a little more to the left.
Yeah.
To left.
Actually left. Yeah.
All right. So what does the heart do for you? Yeah, very good. Pumps blood.
Okay, so look, any question you want to ask about hearts for once. For example, what is the secret of hearts, right? Think about something.
How does your heart pump blood?
How?
Does your heart pump blood?
Hey, that's a good one. How is the heart to pump the blood?
How?
How the heart to pump the blood? Okay, keep going. Yeah.
I mean, how does your heart pump blood?
Yeah.
That's a good question. Now, the thing about your body is very interesting is that your body has different kinds of muscles. And you know what's a muscle? What's a muscle? Yeah, very good. You use your muscles to stand up, you use your muscles to move your fingers, you use your muscles to walk. Now, your body have different kinds of muscles. One of them is called the skeletal muscles, and the skeletal muscles are like here. The muscles you can see, the muscles connected to your bones. The next one is called the smooth muscles. Smooth muscles are the muscles like in your stomach and in your organs. You cannot control these muscles. You can't control those muscles. Can you just say stomach, hey stomach, stop moving? Will it stop moving? Will it stop moving? Will your stomach stop moving if you tell it not to move? No. So these are the smooth muscles. The next one is what the heart is made up of, which is called the cardiac muscles. Now, cardiac muscles is what your heart is made up of. Now, a muscle will always contract and expand, contract, expand. The heart is also, we are living things, and the heart will need to pump blood so it can go around your body. All right? And inside of the blood, there is something. Does anyone know what's inside of the blood? There's something very important inside of the blood. Think about it.
You were breathing, right? Something you're breathing.
It starts with O. Yeah, it's air actually, but O, oxygen. Yeah, it's oxygen, right? Now, the blood is actually it's very complicated, but I could just say it really quick. Now, inside of the blood, they're called the red blood cells. You know what's the red blood cells? The red blood cells have something called hemoglobin, and the hemoglobin will catch the oxygen and it will go around the body. Okay, so that's why the heart needs to pump, needs to push the blood around the body, because our body needs oxygen every time.
So it's like a pumper, right? Always pump.
Yeah, it's a pump.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
And you also
then
can.
People say that's the strongest muscle in your human body.
Yeah.
Right?
You need that. Yes.
Oh, right.
You need it. You need
Good.
it.
And then we have two chambers, but what is the difference? Oh, what's the difference?
So you have the ventricle and you have the atrium. One of them is pumping oxygen to the rest of your body.
Can you try to show? Okay, so we have right atrium, right.
Yeah,
okay.
ventricle.
Ventricle,
So
right.
yeah, one of them is to push the blood with oxygen around the body, and one of them is to put it without the oxygen to bring it back to the lungs.
Okay, so can you guys try to say it again? Why we have the right and left, and what's the function? One is to pump. Yes.
That's good enough.
The other one is to storage, right?
All right.
Catch
Now-
back, right? Good, nice. Thank you, Annalisa. Thank you.
All right. So there is something else I wanted to say because we just talked about oxygen a while ago. Do you know which organs help get the oxygen? There's something. We got two of them. Like we call them. They're like balloons. They can expand and get smaller.
Mine?
How about we have two people, Vivi and is it Kiki? Kiki and Vivi. Do you have any idea? It starts with L.
You have two of them.
You got two of them.
Lungs. Okay,
Yeah,
lungs.
the lungs, right? You have lungs. Yes, the lungs. Now that's a very complicated process, but we can just take a look at the
Yeah,
lungs
I think
over
you're
there.
gonna go to the
Yeah.
lungs first. Okay, go ahead.
What
Take your
does
time.
the lung do?
That's a good question. That's a good question. All right. Now, the lung basically just helps you get the oxygen. So first, you breathe through. What do you breathe through? Do you breathe through your eyes, your
No.
ears,
Nose.
your
Nose.
head,
Nose.
your nose? And if I cover my nose, can you still breathe? Can you breathe through your mouth?
Yes.
Yes or no? Yeah, you could. You could. So you breathe through your nose, you breathe through your mouth. Now, after the air comes inside, 1 second.
Okay, let it finish the
Just
broadcast.
let it finish.
Yeah. But you guys can pay attention on the picture as well.
Okay, good. All right. So after the air comes inside through these pathways, it goes down this thing, and this thing is called your trachea. Now, yeah, trachea. That's like
Trachea. Yeah, from here all the way down. That's the lungs.
so. It's this long tube, the trachea. Now the trachea will branch out. It will branch out, and these things into little tiny sacs. You can't really see them, but the sacs look like these. All right.
Tiny.
Yes, and each sac we call it alveoli. Now-
Alveoli.
Yeah, it sounds like a food, right? Like ravioli, but it's alveoli. Now, they will capture the oxygen. So remember, the air comes inside of there, and inside of the air, it's oxygen. Now the oxygen will go to we have the right lung and the left lung.
Or just like a heart.
Yeah.
Heart will have one, but have a different chambers,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. So from here, the oxygen will be dispersed, right? So it'll be shed. And then you have the red blood cells. You will come here. Oh, let me get some oxygen. Go. And then it will just pump through the rest of the body. So that's where the exchange can happen.
Okay, I need someone to repeat my question. So, Matt, can you try to ask a question about how do the hearts and lungs work together? Okay, go ahead. Use your own word because they all carry oxygen, right? And then how do they work together? Okay, you ask. Go.
How do the lungs work? Lungs and heart work together?
All right, that's very good. So the heart is part of a system called the circulatory system. The lungs is part of the respiratory system.
Respiratory.
Yeah, circulatory system has to deal with blood, and the blood goes around your body. Respiratory system has to deal with oxygen. And where can I find oxygen? Where?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the lungs, right?
Air.
But yeah,
Air.
can I catch oxygen with my hands? Can I see oxygen and say, hey, look at this big oxygen. Look at this small oxygen. Look at this blue oxygen, that red oxygen. Can you say that? No, you can't say that, right? But we know it's here. We need it. Does anyone here not need oxygen? Do you need oxygen?
Yeah.
You don't need it? Oh, okay. Different people. I don't need oxygen. I'm joking. You need oxygen. So heart is part of the circulatory system. Lungs is part of the respiratory system. Only thing, the difference is this. The heart will push the blood with the oxygen, and the lungs will supply the oxygen. The lungs will say, hey, let me catch some oxygen from outside, bring it inside, here. So one of them will give the oxygen and one of them will push the oxygen.
So no wonder they need two of them.
Yeah. So if one of them is not working, what do you think can happen?
Die.
Yeah, could be. Or you need to go to the hospital. Actually, I remember there was a situation, right? Do you know I think before there was a serious case of polio. Now, polio can cause something called paralysis. Do you know what paralysis is? Paralyzed. Paralyzed is this, like you cannot really move. If you cannot move, your chest cannot move, right? So that means your lungs cannot like expand and inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. You cannot do that. Now, that means this is kind of useless. So they made this thing called the iron lung. Did you ever hear of that?
Yes.
There was this guy, he just passed away. I think it was last month. I think Iron Paul they call him. He stayed in the iron lung. So that lung was, that machine was, yeah, it's like a very big iron cage. And he was just there to help push his chest so that he can breathe, so that this can work properly.
Say the word.
Kala.
What is
Kala.
color? Okay, no. Can you say what is brain? What? What? Die. Okay, whatever. So,
Alright.
can you talk about something about brain?
Okay.
And what is that?
You have the
special
nerves.
cells.
Yeah.
Okay,
These
go
are
ahead.
nerves. Now, does anyone know why we need a brain? Alright.
To help us think.
Why?
Kala.
To help us do math, to help us think. Why do we need a brain? To think. How about Zia? Why do we need a brain? To help us what? To learn. To help us wake up. How about Kiki and Evie? Why do you think we need a brain? You could just say anything that comes to your mind. It's all right.
And the brain can actually help you to feel something, right?
Yeah.
Or to see.
Now you guys are all correct, because actually the brain, it does help you to think, it helps you to wake up, and it also helps you to think. It also can help you have balance. It also helps you to have balance because
If
you're,
you don't have a brain, you can't balance.
yeah. So some people, if they have, like some people when they have a problem with their brain, they have problems standing up, problems walking straight. So that can also, the brain is also in part of this. The brain can help you to think. Now the brain is part of the nervous system. Did you ever hear of nervous system before? Nervous system. Now the nervous system, we have nerves like these things here, all over your body. So you have nerves all over your body, your fingers, here, your head, your feet.
Looks like alien.
Yeah, it looks like an
Looks like
alien. Let's just say that I'll try with sorry, what's your name? Matt. Matt, if I take something hot and I touch your finger, what will you do? You will jump, right? Will you stay? No. Why? Yeah, your finger will get burned. And you know why you feel it? Is because of your nerves. You feel it because of your nerves, because you have nerves all over here. So what will happen is that
Go over there. You can take a
the
look
message will go from, yeah.
there. There you go.
No, these are your veins.
Yeah.
Can't really see your nerves that well through here. So the message will come from your finger, go up really fast to your spinal cord, and then to your brain. And your brain will tell you, hey, move your hands. And you'll move your hands.
Okay, good.
Think about the sensory system. And that system has to deal with what? Your senses. Does anyone know about your senses? What are your senses? Sight, taste, what else?
Here.
Hearing, smell. So these are your senses. These are your sensory nervous system. And the brain is very important. All of these are connected. Now, if you taste something, you have something on your tongue that can help you know the taste. Does anyone know what it's called? It's called taste buds.
Yeah.
Now, your taste buds can help you taste like different tastes, like sweet. What else? What other tastes come with? Yeah, vegetable, right? Something that is sour, something that is spicy. Do you guys like spicy food? Oh, okay, good. Not sweet, right? So your taste buds can help you. Now, all that is connected to your brain, and your brain will process it and say how it tastes. All right, does anyone have any questions? No? No questions? All right.
Oh, still COVID-19.
Yeah.
The COVID-19, when you get it, some people will say you won't. Your basically your taste bud will lose the function, right?
Yeah, that happens. Maybe there's a problem. Maybe it affected the taste buds or some part of the brain. Maybe.
Oh, so it could be damage the brain or the
A little,
bud.
maybe.
Could
Maybe.
be.
Could be.
Okay. And then have anybody got COVID-19 before? No. No. You guys are so lucky.
Actually, I think maybe some people get the COVID-19, but they just
didn't know.
did not have any effect, because some people
Right.
got it and they just no effect. But some people get it and it has an effect.
So, if people lose the weight, lose the function to feel anything, what's gonna happen to them?
All
Like,
right.
They cannot feel anything.
Oh yeah, if you cannot feel anything, for example, let's just say there's something sharp, and then you turn around really quick. You don't feel your hands is bleeding,
or you don't know,
and then
it got
you're
hurt.
not paying attention to it, and then you just fall down and you die
Oh.
because you didn't feel it.
Yeah, so nervous system actually can help you
Yeah.
to protect your body. It's
Alright,
like an alarm,
yes.
right? It's like an alarm.
Now,
Okay.
why do you think?
Because we can hear what other people say.
All right, what other people say? Yes, Janice.
And maybe some cars on your back and they're here and you walk through the
Yeah,
road.
I was thinking the same thing too. Imagine you cannot hear, and then you just walk in across in the road, and then bam, you got hit by a truck. It can happen, right? So that's why you should hear. Yeah.
Annalisa, you say Kala.
I heard cola.
Cola. Okay. You cannot drink
Alright.
any cola, my dear. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna let teacher in to talk about
All right,
from
sorry.
the mouse all the way to the bottom. And then Sia, you can try to answer a question as well.
Alright.
It's your show time. Please.
So we have 32 teeth in an adult human. Now, a lot of people. Oh, let's go back to the teeth. Where's the teeth? I didn't see them no more. Are we? What happened to the teeth?
Where's the teeth?
They disappeared.
You know what? You can try to take a look at the model down there.
All right.
Yes.
All right. This one. Cavity, tartar, gingivitis.
Yes.
Poor guys.
Oh, Connor. Okay, that is a disease about the teeth. So,
This one is like when you have bleedy gums.
Yes, the gums get sick.
Yeah.
And then tartar, usually you have to go wash your teeth like twice a year.
Yes, twice a year.
Yes.
And
Number
cavities.
3, it's a very hard word. Can you try to?
Malocclusions. Malocclusion.
Yes, malocclusion. That means you cannot actually close your teeth properly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and cavity. Do you guys have cavity?
Sometimes I have cavities. Small ones.
Yeah. You have to fill it up though.
Yeah. No, if it's too big, I think you could fill it up.
Yeah, you can fill it up. Okay, let's go. Here. There you go. Oh, okay. We're gonna go to saliva. What is saliva for?
Yay! What's saliva for?
Oh, yeah. Okay, what is saliva? So can you ask the question, what is a saliva?
What is a saliva?
Yeah, it's like this kind of. It's like water in your
Don't
mouth.
say water mouth. 口水不是叫 water mouth.
Yeah, it's
okay?
like-
Please don't say water mouth.
I didn't say water. It's like water in your mouth, like a liquid, right?
Yes.
Now inside of the saliva, oh yeah, it's just like liquid in your mouth. Do you know why we have this liquid in our mouth?
是啊，
To keep us from thirsty.
To keep us from getting thirsty. Good. All right. So actually, it will help with digestion.
Yeah.
Digestion.
Because
So-
we have something called glands
Yeah.
inside.
It will help with digestion. So whatever you eat, the saliva will go around that food, and then we'll try to break it down, make it smaller.
Yeah. So the saliva is pretty strong. It's like
Yeah, because there's
toxic.
because there is something called enzymes inside of the saliva. Enzymes make speed up a reaction. And this one, amylase.
Amylase.
Yeah, amylase. Amylase will help break down foods like starch.
In Chinese, we have 淀粉酶.
Yeah.
So it's something like can digest the food. Okay.
Like you have starch. You know what foods have a lot of starch?
Rice.
Yeah, rice and bread. All these things have starch.
Oh, good question. You ask. Go.
If we don't have saliva, and I believe that you'll choke very fast. Because the food has to go down smoothly. But if you eat something really dry, did anyone ever eat something really dry before? And they say, I need water. Did you ever that ever happen to you?
No.
Well, it's not gonna feel comfortable when you eat it. So it just helps break it down very, make it smaller. That's why we need saliva.
It's
Yeah.
not good, right? Yeah, Lisa. Okay, look, this one. Okay. 锅呢，叫人他剪。Oh.
Yay.
This whole place.
Alright, so this is called also from here, from the mouth down the esophagus. The esophagus is a long tube. Esophagus. Hey, does anyone know how do you spell esophagus? Does it start with E?
ESOPHAG.
That means I cannot ever give you a test.
You cannot
Alright, so you have this long tube going down there. We need the esophagus to make sure we take the food from our mouth down to the stomach. And do you know what's inside of the stomach? Lots, food, yeah. Also food and acid. Yeah, in the stomach we have lots of food and acid. Did you ever hear of the word acid before? Yeah. Sorry?
The bad.
Well, yeah, some acid really hot. But the acid, we need acid in our stomach to help do something to the food. Yeah, to help digest the food. So the stomach will keep on churning and there's acid to make it smaller. And do you know why we need to make the food smaller? Think about it.
So it can get into the
Yeah, and also to make sure that you get energy and also nutrients.
Nutrients, okay? Absorb nutrition.
Yeah. So should you eat more candy? No. How about chocolate?
No.
Ice cream?
No.
Vegetables?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So that's important.
Apple.
Apples, yeah.
Oh, liver. I think liver is a quiet.
The liver is very important because the liver will help clean up the liver will store some important things that your body needs, and also it will be like cleaning up. So you can see here, it's like it's cleaning up. Yeah.
It's a clean lady.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it also can dissolve the acid, right?
In Chinese, what did they call it?
解毒
The
功能。
cleaning lady.
清洁工.
I thought it was that, so
Yeah, and also I saw another word here again.
Oh, yeah.
Gland. So that's the largest digestive gland.
digestive gland.
Digest.
Yeah.
So saliva is part of a digestive gland, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Next one, we're gonna move on to the next.
When the night